outtakes, bloopers.
That's our life, is outtakes and bloopers.
Pretty much.
You could be a fly on the wall. It could be very entertaining.
Oh man, good morning guys. It is
Hot.
yeah, Tuesday morning. It's not quite hot yet. I know most of the country is like burning up, but
we think it's hot.
yeah, we don't get temperature like this very often. So, you know, when it gets 90 plus, you can definitely tell around here. So, but we wanted to come to you this morning. I've got a job started next week, so this week is at home getting ready to go, and so we had a little bit of time to sit down and chat, and wanted to come to you guys this morning, kind of give you a recap of last weekend at our meetup. It was awesome. We had
the North Idaho YouTubers picnic in the park.
Yes.
It was awesome. There was at least 10 channels there.
Yeah. In the description below, if Jess remembers, she'll post all the links or
as
the
many
channel
of them
names.
that I can remember, I will put those down there. But there were little channels that have like one video out, and there were channels that have been doing this for years. And I'll share some footage. You'll see some faces you might recognize, but it was really fun.
But on the way home, we were chatting about ideas for videos and what we can do. As some of you know, and some of you may not know, we are kind of in a transition stage right now. So we live in a townhome and are in the process of trying to figure out where our next home shall be and whatnot. So
the transition is, though, we did have a homestead. We had 6 acres and property and, you know, gardens and all of that, and transitioning to find the next patch of dirt. You know, we literally don't have any dirt.
Yeah. Yeah. So right now we live in a townhome, and the back patio is, I don't know, about 10 by 10. It's a concrete pad, and then you walk out right into the parking lot. So we were chatting about what we can do now, because I think a lot of us are in the same boat. You know, we have dreams, we have aspirations, we're shooting for goals, but we're not quite there. So, you know, it's not that we don't know how to plant our garden in the back. We don't even have a garden, but what can we do now? And so we had a pretty lengthy conversation about that, actually over the last,
it's been a couple days,
yeah,
an
3 or 4
ongoing
days.
conversation.
And Jess has some awesome ideas of some stuff that we can do now, and share with you guys some ideas of just getting started. I was talking to a gentleman at the meetup, and he made a comment. I've heard it 1,000 times before, but it's just resonated with me. And he said, "You can't steer a ship that ain't moving." And so, you know, what can we do now? What can we do to keep that boat moving? To
scratch that itch of like wanting to do your own thing.
Yeah, you know, and I don't really mind what the dream is. If it's self-reliance, if it's homesteading, awesome. If it's not and it's something else, that's great too. But you can't just sit on your couch and talk about it and expect it to happen. It doesn't work that way. So
get up and take the first step. It's basically what, and that was across the board with every channel that we either heard them speak or we talked to them individually. They said, you know, the big question is, well, what did you do in order to start? Like, what did you have prepared? And they said, we didn't. We jumped. It was basically just do it. Whatever it is, just pick the first step and do it.
So yeah, so we've got some great ideas coming up for you guys for some videos, and we look forward to sharing those with you guys. And then kind of a sneak peek of what we're thinking. As some of you might know, some of you might not know, I'm a remodel contractor. I've been a remodel contractor for a decade and a half, something like that, maybe 2 decades. And then before that, general contractor grew up in the business, whatnot. So we're kind of going towards the direction of buying some property, possibly that has a kind of a rundown house already on it, and kind of show you how you can take something that I think the average person might look at as
just a waste of time.
A waste of time, and turn it into exactly what you want. So that's kind of the direction we're thinking we might go. And we look forward to getting into those series of videos. So we have a lot of ideas of stuff that we can share with you guys, and we just look forward to creating this community. So, you have anything else?
Well, let's see. It's awful quiet around here this week because we're down 2 kids. So my brain is kind of like misfiring because I'm used to jumping between kids and making sure they're getting school done or getting their chores done, or just having conversations. And we're down 2 kids not because we lost them or something bad happened. They went to camp.
Oh.
So they're at Bible camp for the week. They're having a time.
They were
of their
annoying.
life.
So like Joseph, we sold them to the Egyptians.
The unfortunate thing there is that's what you would have just told them. Like, y'all, we're sending you with these traders to Egypt because we're done with you. Okay, anyway, go.
But anyway, what I was going to say was, when we're all together, our oldest, Stephanie, who will turn 18 in about, or 17 in about 10 days, is by far,
makes me feel old.
is by far the loudest person in our family. That's saying a lot.
Yeah, they compete for first. Janelle's definitely running around.
But so I didn't really expect much change because all you normally hear is her anyway. And she has been so quiet.
I think she's either enjoying this quietness or she really misses her brother and sister and she's depressed.
She'll never admit that one.
No, she won't.
I'll say that we've got some awesome ideas. We look forward to sharing them with you, and the meetup was amazing. We hope that you stick around and show up next year to hang out with all of us. I think we have some footage of the giveaway table, but
there was thousands of dollars worth of prizes, everything from like t-shirts and stickers all the way up to solar panel kits or something, and a winch and machetes. It was really awesome. Just hanging out here at the meetup. We've got a kid zone, rock painting, coloring.
And then we're going to have our first speaker. Is that you? It is you. It's those two right there. They're going to be our first speakers. And what are you guys going to talk to us about?
It's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret. Sweet. He doesn't know. But we just make it up as we go, like on our videos. The giveaways. All right. So who's going to be my giveaway helper, and where are the tickets?
I want a demolition shirt.
All right.
023.
023.
The channels that came to this year's meetup were Mountain Beaches, Ambition Strikes, Martin Johnson Off-Grid Living, Esther's Eden, Grass-Fed Homestead, Hidden Valley Homestead, Waking Up Country, and many more. So of all of the channels that are at the meetup today, one that you may or may not have heard of is Ambition Strikes, and they brought their army truck, and that was a major hit. The kids loved getting to check that out. The truck's cool, and I climbed up in it. We had a really good turnout at the meetup, and hopefully next summer, if you weren't able to make it to this one, you'd be able to make it to the next. What do you think? You want to take your driving lessons in there?
Your property.
Me too. Is it cool? Mountain Beaches. lots of different channels. Because We Can Farms, Martin Johnson Off Good Living, Keeping It Dutch, and Laid Back Living. You can find a list of all the channels that were there in the show notes. Okay. If you go back to our early videos, we don't have series.
Playlists.
Playlists. There's the word. We don't have playlists, but our beginning videos were when we were traveling and living in our
RV.
But it's not technically an RV, it's a travel trailer. It was a Grand Design Reflection travel trailer.
That the kids call a giant rolling turd.
That is true. Anyways, back there somewhere, there's probably...
If you haven't seen that movie, you seriously got to watch that movie.
RV. Best
Robin
movie
Williams.
ever. Best. Like, that kind of pops up in our life often. Usually on road trips, but all movies pop up in their lives often, and they make me laugh. So back in those videos, I'm sure somewhere there's plenty of footage of me cooking. And when you live in a travel trailer or RV, your kitchen is small and it warms up pretty quickly if you're cooking or baking. So I swear by having a...
She has a potty mouth. I'm sorry.
Okay. I would tell anybody who asks, yes, definitely get some kind of a flat top griddle. I have a Blackstone. I know there's a Blue Rhino has one. There's different brands. But having that was like a game changer for cooking, baking. Like you can do an entire meal for all 5 of us out on that thing and like not really have to wash any dishes or pots. But one of the things I thought about in our conversations over the last couple of days is currently, against everything in me, we have electric appliances. And
we have no say in that, though.
We don't. But I would cook on gas like any day of the week. I do not like electric cooktops. Anyways. So what happens if the electricity goes out? Like, how am I going to cook? Crock-pot's a plug-in deal. We don't have a generator to run our place because it's not really an option.
Although we do have a generator. I could run extension cords into this house if we had.
But we couldn't run, like, the whole caboodle, right? Like, you couldn't plug a stove into the generator.
I could... Do you want the proper answer, or do you want what I could do?
You and Dad answer?
I mean, like
between him and my dad, like they're like, yeah,
what I am capable of doing, I could hook this panel to my generator if I needed to.
If you have questions about that or would like to know more, leave a comment down below, and I don't know. Somehow we'll figure it out.
For the average person, I could run quite a bit. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extension cords. I have 4 plugs on the generator plus adapters and whatnot.
How big is our generator to be able to run appliances?
It's basically a 50 amp generator, so okay. I could run quite a bit. So without getting into the weeds on it, I could run quite a bit.
Okay, but we don't currently have that set up. Like, it would take some doing, and not everybody has that set up. So my question to you is, do you have a secondary way of cooking if the power goes out and everything you have is electric? So my Blackstone is that for me, and part of my to-do list today is to encourage him to go get me more propane because I'm out. But what is your secondary source of cooking if the power goes out and you have no way of cooking in your house? What are you gonna do?
You know, speaking of generators, so in 1988, 88 or 89, I can't remember. I was living in Northern California, and we had one of the bigger earthquakes in California history, at least in that part of California, and our power went out for quite a while, actually. And my dad, being a contractor, pulled out the generator, and we were able to have some necessities going. We had the TV going. So
it's not a necessity.
Well, yeah, but we were watching.
If you're trying to figure out.
We were watching news, trying to figure out,
right,
how much was affected and whatnot. And, we had lights on and whatnot. And we were probably, if I were to guess, the only house within 20, 30, maybe even 40 houses in any direction that had power. In fact, neighbors were coming by and asking us for details and wanting to stick around or whatnot. So
I guess
if nothing else, I think step one of this whole journey is to make sure that you have that kind of stuff ahead of time. If you have the capabilities of picking up a generator, they're really not that expensive anymore.
And you need to do it now before something catastrophic happens and you're like, oh, I should have a generator, because they're not going to be there. There's a heat wave, everybody wants a fan or window AC. They're gone before, so you have to think of those things ahead of time. And
I bought mine off of Amazon because it was the best deal at the time. But check out your farm and ranch stores. Check out Amazon. Check out Costco.
Costco.com too.
And just if nothing else, you've got it, and you would be amazed how many times that it'll come in handy. You might not think of them now, but you'll be in some scenario and you're like, so glad that you have it to power something. So I've used ours several times for all kinds of different things. So in fact, normally speaking, I used to keep it in the back of my truck in the summertime for work purposes as well. So anyway.
So I guess basically we have sort of quickly gone over two things that we think are important to do like right away, and we are blessed to already have those things taken care of. So we're going to be thinking forward and sharing more ideas with you on how you can do just little things here and there, a little bit at a time, to be more self-sufficient, be more prepared for whatever might be coming down the road. And
Thank you.
How many of the other homesteading channels do you watch? And for quite a extended period of time, if not at some point forever, do they run off generators, whether it's to power batteries or at the beginning to power tools to build something, or it's kind of one of those non-negotiables. You have to have one if you're going to go down this road. So
I know some people that might say you have to have two.
2, 3. I'm a contractor,
ones,
so
small
you
ones.
have to have lots of them.
Diesel ones, propane ones.
In fact, the one that I've always wanted is in a trailer. It's a generator and a compressor all in one. Yeah, it would be amazing. But
So stay tuned for future videos on more ideas that we come up with, stuff we want to share with you on how to just take that jump, take that leap of faith and do that first small thing to get you in the direction that you're wanting to go.
So with that said, we hope that you guys stay cool out there. Enjoy your summer. Stay focused. Use this time to educate yourself and learn something new. Develop those skills. And one foot in front of the other is all anybody can ever ask of you guys. So with that said, we'll let you go. Hope you have a great day and stay positive.